All right, so at this point, we've already prospected for our high quality clients. We used our 2-question phone script and we landed the client meeting. We went in there with our pitch, closed the client with our unique value proposition, and we have successfully onboarded them. Got a hold of those assets, made sure that the client sent the pixel over to the developer or whoever is in charge of the web management. We make sure that pixel is installed. We've gotten back the contract. I've refined my process where I'm able to get to this point right here where I'm setting up ads, within the first 90 minutes of arriving to the dealership. So in this lesson, I'm going to cover exactly how to set up highly profitable ads for your client. I will literally create 3 different ads for you guys: a traffic ad, a messenger ad, and a lead ad. These are the main 3 ads that I run. I do a lot of meme ads. I'm going to show you guys how easily you can set up these ads for your client in less than 5 minutes, especially if you use the templates that I provide for you, because then you literally just copy and paste. I'm going to show you guys I'm going to create 3 entirely different ads with 3 entirely different objectives, and I'm going to do this like very, very fast. So you can copy my ads. I don't care. You can make them better, whatever. You got my full permission to just steal whatever. But just as a disclaimer, be aware that, just because the ads work for someone else doesn't mean they're going to work for you. There's a lot that goes into it. Really, it's 50% science and 50% creativity. So if you're a creative person, then you need to figure out the science, the data, the technical side of it. And if you're a technical person and you understand the ads, then you need to focus on the creative side of it. So I'm going to show you some example ads that, that is good on both sides. So again, it's impossible to know what's going to work. I'm telling you, sometimes the ad that you think isn't going to work is the one that performs the best, because you never really know the market, what people care about. It could be 'tis the season, right? So you never know. So just try everything. I say literally try everything. I'll put babies on the photos. Like I'll put upside down money. I've done everything. So always just test your ads and see what ads are performing the best. As long as your ads are under $10 per lead, you're good. If I don't know what to write for ads, number one, I'm looking at the competition, and it doesn't have to be someone in that city. It can be, a competition, 3,000 miles away. Another thing that I do is I'll go to the competitors and I'll go to my clients' Google reviews, and I'll just scroll through just to see what people care about, because customers will tell you what they care about in the review section. So if you care enough to pay attention to the review section, you can get inspired there. You can look at my ads, get inspired there. So whatever it takes, try everything. In my opinion, I prefer messenger ads over everything else, just because what it takes to get someone to just send a message, a Facebook Messenger message, it's a lot less than getting someone to fill out a lead form, right? So I'd rather try to convince someone to start a conversation with our clients rather than trying to get them to opt in. So we'll send them to the website. We'll retarget them with the messenger ad. And it's really easy. Let's get started. So literally you're going to go facebook.com/ads manager. I do this all the time. You don't even have to go to Facebook Business Manager. You can literally just type in ads manager. It's going to take you right there. This is where you select the right account. So we're in a fresh account for me, and yours is going to look just like this. You can switch to the previous version. I swear it looks a little weird. I'm going to switch to it. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm used to this version right here, but I kind of like the new version, so we're going to go with that one. Most of you guys are probably using this version right here anyway. So we're going to click on create. So we're going to make the traffic ad first. So we're going to click create. And guys, you could literally, I'm going to give you, these are the first 3 ads that I always run wherever, whenever I sign a client. I always run a traffic ad, I run a messenger ad, and I run a lead ad, just to kind of see what, how tough the market is. This is almost just like, me just throwing, a line in the water just to see, what bites. So if you guys want, whenever you land your clients, you could literally just run these same exact ads. So I can give you guys the link to this folder, and you guys can literally just copy the same ad. So this one is going to be ad example 1. It's going to be the Facebook traffic to web ad. This one is ad example 2. It's going to be a Facebook Messenger ad. And this one's going to be a Facebook lead form ad. So I have some photos here that I linked here. So I'm just going to copy this. Open it in a new tab. So this is the traffic to web ad. So basically what you want to do is whenever you install the pixel on your client's website, you're not going to be able to retarget right away just because you can't backdate it. So whenever you install the pixel is when it starts tracking the information. So you're going to have to, generate a lot of traffic before you can start retargeting ads. So if you're dealing with a fresh client with a fresh ad account, you're probably not going to be running retargeting ads until you have like at least 1,000 or 2,000 web visitors or pixel fires, and we're talking unique users, because you'll get a user who will go to 17 pages and it'll count as 17 page views, but there will be a section that says unique page views. So you could have 1,000 pixel fires but only 250 unique page views, and the unique page views means the individual people that went to the website. That's the true number. So don't be fooled, because I remember I got tricked once. I thought we were getting 300 people who went to our website a day, but it was really 300 pixel fires, and it was more like 80 people per day. So, okay, so Facebook traffic to web ad. Literally, I just copy this right away because it's the first thing I'm going to use. All right, so Facebook has this new special ad category. And yes, auto dealership does fall under it because it's related to credit. So if you do real estate and you do car dealerships, you have to check this box. I've heard of people not checking this box, and you could get your ad account banned. Or if you're, I've heard of people slipping through the cracks. So, I wouldn't play around with it. I have yet to experiment without doing it, but basically what it does is it limits, you can't use any saved audiences. So you have to create the audience like on the spot, which is no problem. I'll show you guys how to do that. But the big thing is you can't do any lookalikes anymore. So there's ways to do it off Facebook, but you just can't create lookalike audiences on Facebook. And that's some expert stuff. You're going to have to hire an expert to be able to do lookalike audiences offline, off of Facebook, So as far as Facebook is concerned, and there is no more lookalike audiences for auto dealerships. So you click this, go straight to credit, done there. The first ad is always going to be traffic. Not always, but for me it is. And literally you can just name it. I name it web traffic and 18 and up. Also with the audience, checking this special ad category box, you can't segment between males and females. It kind of limits your targeting, which is fine. It just means you need to brushing up on your ad copy. So it's perfectly fine. We can still get leads for under $10. It's still profitable. So sometimes I'll just do a hyphen, and I'll just kind of write what the ad is going to be, or the ad set, or whatever descriptive thing that's going to help me remember what it is, because I don't know if it doesn't matter what you name it, just name it something where you're going to be like, I know what it is, right? So I usually don't name it to the end because I don't really know what's going to be in the ad yet. Even though I have, my copy and paste, I still don't know what's going to be in the ad. I might want to change the headline. Who knows? It's always just how I'm feeling. So you can go to show more options. You can't really change. I wouldn't really change anything on here. I'd run the ads all the time because there are people who do shop at night. They fill out lead forms at night when they're just laying in bed, right? So here's another thing. You always got to trust your data. So what I do is whenever I first start running ads, I never put any targeting or anything. Like, I just want to see who's clicking on the ad. You're going to find out if it's males or females. You're going to find out pretty fast, what time of the day is the best time. But always trust the data. So I never really change anything on here. Let's see. So we're going to send them to the website. I don't play around with any of these. As far as the audience, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to create an audience. You literally just go to custom audience. And let's say you wanted to set up a retargeting ad. You literally just go to website. And it's asking me to create a pixel. But anyways, you just go to the website and it's going to say, and you just type in, you literally just type in web users, all web users in the past 180 days or however many days you want. I usually do 30 days or 14 days if I'm doing something very segmented. So you can do a custom audience of everybody who opted into your lead form, anyone who likes your Facebook page. I don't really play around with these ones. Sometimes I do the video ones, but for the most part, I like to target cold audiences. I like to bring people into the funnel. So I do edit placements always. Otherwise, they'll put your ads everywhere. You know, I don't want my ads on Instagram. I want them in the news feed. I want them in the marketplace. No video, no right column, no Instagram Explorer. I do Messenger inbox. I don't do stories. I don't do in-stream. I don't do search. I don't do in-article. And I don't do apps and sites. So basically just these three: newsfeed, marketplace, and Messenger inbox. Again, you can test though. Don't take my word for it. And then we go for, if you go for landing page views, I believe it eats up your budget faster, but you might get more quality. At this point, I'm just trying to go for volume, okay? So I just go link clicks, and that's it. I don't change anything else. Again, I don't name my ads or ad sets or campaigns until I'm done because I don't really know, I don't really know what I want to name it. So you pick your client or your ad, you pick the Facebook page that you want to represent in the ads. So it can be your business page here. So basically when you write the ad, it's going to say written by whoever, Cider Media LLC, that is me. All right, so for this ad, we're going to do just a single image. And this is where you enter the text. Just copy and paste that. The headline, we're going to go right here. Copy and paste. His expression was a constant reminder. Website. For here, you just enter the website. We'll just do cidermedia.com. It's my website. You can do learn more. You can do shop now. I like to do learn more because it doesn't seem like they have to, it's less of, just telling someone to shop now just kind of feels like they have to commit already. I'd rather, learn more is always a good one to choose. I would say don't pick anything else unless, you're testing. You want to test sign up or shop now with learn more. You can do that. Again, you have to test everything, guys. And whenever you test, don't change more than one thing. Like if you copy this ad and you change like 10 things and it ends up working better, well, it's going to be like impossible to tell which one of those 10 things you changed actually affected. So always just change one thing at a time. I always do headlines first. I think, in my opinion, the order that you should do it in, you could do it in any order. Like you could, split test your copy, your headline, your sub-headline, your call to action, your image, all that stuff. I like to start with the image and the headline. I feel like those are the two things that stand out the most. So those are the two things that I test first. And again, as long as your ads are under $10 per lead, if you're running a bunch of ads and they're all under $10 per lead, then set your goal lower. Set it to 8. And if you're able to accomplish that, then try to get it to 6. Just always try to lower your cost per acquisition. So that's it right there. And then we're going to copy this photo. All right, so we copy and pasted the text. We copy and pasted the headline. Now we just need to add the photo. We're going to upload. Go to downloads. I've never seen that exclamation point, so not really sure what that means. We're going to hit continue. So this is what it looks like on the desktop. And if you type, you can't really hit this see more button. I wish you could, so I usually just hit the enter button. It'll show for a second and then it'll disappear. But that's kind of how I see what it looks like. So you could even test how many times you put your website. Like you could make an ad, copy it, and test it. You know, does it work better if I put 1 or 2? I see everybody else put 2, so I put 2. I never really tested that in particular, but whatever. So this is literally all I do to make the traffic ad. It's that easy. I go down here. You know, if there's a pixel, you just turn it on. If you have multiple pixels that's assigned to your assets, then you can just pick multiple. Or not, you can't pick multiple, but you can choose. You have options. So pick the right one, and then you hit review. And then it's gonna say, "Oh, what is this?" And this is when I start to name them. You know, then I'll name this one this ad called His Expression. Whatever it takes to get you to remember, doesn't matter. This one, you usually name it like the ad set. For me, it's like where, you know, the descriptive, like what I'm gonna name this whatever is gonna help me remember, you know, the details that I put in this ad set. So 18 and up, 18 to 65, and like, you know, Facebook, Marketplace, Messenger, whatever it takes for you to just know what's going on. However you like to organize your thing. However, if you like to use numbers, if you like to use ad 1, ad 2, image 3, whatever it takes, if you know what image 3 is, then whatever, right? So that's how you do a traffic ad. Now I'm just going to start over. And then I'm going to show you guys the messenger ad. So I'm going to copy this. So now I'm going to show you, it's literally that easy. Like I literally just made a traffic ad in like 5 minutes, and I will do all of this in front of my client. They'll look over my shoulder. It doesn't matter. I already have these files already set up. So I just literally go to them exactly how I did it just now. Copy and paste. Boom. Okay. We're going to credit again. This time we're going to go to messages down here. And again, I don't name it. I always start my ads at $5 per day. You don't want to blow your budget. So daily budget. I do click to messenger. And if I was creating a new audience, I would do, I don't know, custom audience. Normally it's just, you know, the website retargeting. Other than that, I don't really pick, I don't really create new audiences right here. I'll go straight into the ads manager and do that. But we're just going to go to edit placements again. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to uncheck Instagram. And if you do want to make an Instagram ad, I would make its own separate ad. Like just like, you know, I would make another ad just for Instagram. Like I wouldn't use the same ad for Facebook and Instagram. Just because of the aspect ratios and just the different messaging and the way they show the ads, that all that matters. So again, I'll just do Messenger, Marketplace, and Newsfeed, and uncheck everything else. Boom, that's it. I'll go down. I'll pick the company again. This time I'll do carousel ad. So I think you can have up to 9. So you just hit the plus button forever, however many photos you want. I never do more than 4. So for this example, I'm just going to do 2 of them. We're going to go select image. I'm going to download these. So boom, downloaded. Boom, downloaded. And literally, you can do this in front of your client. I do this at the dealership, either on my computer or on my client's computer. Either way, doesn't matter. I like to do it on my computer just because I already have things already logged in, and I don't like looking for passwords and having to reset passwords because I forget passwords a lot. So, Messenger ad, we got our images. We're going to select the image. We're going to upload them. Can only upload one at a time, which sucks. Yeah, if you guys know of a faster way to upload on Facebook, because I've always been doing it one at a time, and I wish there was a faster way. So boom, we've uploaded 2 of them. Upload all the inventory that you're going to use. So here's the first one. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but chargers just perform well. Like whenever I put a charger as the first vehicle, it always performs well. And just a little heads up, I know you see these little black lines at the top and at the bottom of this ad right here, and that's because my client likes when he uploads these to his website, it automatically puts a banner on there, and I'm trying to protect his privacy, so I covered it up with black. So don't do this with your ads. This isn't strategic. This is just me covering up ads, protecting my client's privacy, which is a big deal, guys. Especially if you're running retargeting campaigns. Like, you don't want to be giving out your clients' emails, even if you're just trying to show a friend or whatever. Take a screenshot of your ads and show your friends, because if you start sending out your link to anybody, it's going to screw up your retargeting. It's going to bump up your costs, not by much, but still, it's just a bad habit. You don't want to do that. You don't want to ruin your retargeting, especially if you're doing some like really complex segmenting. You don't want a bunch of people going to your website who have no intention on purchasing. So, a little heads up. If you were ever wondering why nobody ever tells you what their client is, or they always block it out, that's the reason. Or at least that's the reason for me. I can't speak for anybody else. So the reason why I like Messenger ads is because it just draws the customer in without them actually having to commit too much. So I'll change the headline right here to start a conversation with the owner. Like, let's say if you know the owner's name, of course you should. Like, let's say the owner's name is Drake. Start a conversation with Drake. And then I'll do parentheses owner. And sometimes people just respond better to first names. Whatever you think feels right. I don't really add a description unless I'm going to put the car. So I'll do like 2014 Dodge Charger 6.0 liter. It's not a 6.0, but whatever. The reason why I don't is because it doesn't really show it all the time. Or if ever. So I just leave it like this, and then you have to name each one of these ads. Otherwise, it's just going to say connect in Messenger, and I don't find much success when it says connect in Messenger. You almost have to have, I feel like this is like real estate. You can almost take advantage of the second line. Like, you can have something in here that says, what I like to do is I like to put the benefits or the features or the perks or whatever, and I'll do up to $1,000 off down payment. Just like a good call to action, something that'll get someone to message us, really, because that's when the conversion happens. So, boom. I do an automated message. You could do mini chat. Again, that's like for the experienced. I wouldn't do all that yet. I would hire somebody to do that. Like that's like later on in your journey when you're actually, making some money. So what I do is start conversations. I'll create a new one. It'll say, "Hey Tay, please let us know how we can help you." I sometimes I usually just go with this. It's nice, and I don't ever do frequently asked questions unless you really have a lot of frequently asked questions. You don't want to just make those up. You want to really know what people are asking. And what I do is I do none, and then I do text and image. And basically what I do is I put an offer there. So typically we offer $1,000 above the trade-in value. So what I'll do is I'll put an image. Let's see if I can find it. I'll just put an image that relates to the offer, like this thing, the unfair advantage. I've used this many times. You don't have to do this. You can just you can just have it just text. I like to do text and image. And basically, I'll just put something here like earn $1,000 plus additional. How do you spell additional? ADDITON. Something like that. Earn $1,000 additional on your trade-in, or Ben wants to reward you. Just something that is appealing. Make them feel like, this is a real offer. So, yeah, we'll just go with that one. Boom. Then you go to preview a messenger. And you can actually preview this. It'll message you with this same exact thing. And your customer can put, "I'd like to learn more." So that can be the quick response. I don't do too much with this. I'd rather have, I like to have the first response like this. And whenever the customer responds, that's when I like to add the human element to it. So that's what the VA is for. They will respond to this stuff. I try to get them to respond to these messages at least within 20 minutes. So that's about it for the messenger ad. We'll just go to save and finish. And then again, if you have the pixel, you just select the right pixel, and then you do the review the ad. That simple. And then this is when I would name it. So I would do like messenger, or I would name the ad, whatever the ad is, I would say charger carousel. I don't know how to spell carousel. Man, my computer is slow. That's not how you spell carousel. Carousel. Looks right. And then you just go to confirm, and then boom, it'll go through this review this review period, and it usually takes like maybe 6 hours, less than 24 hours. Sometimes it's like 2 hours. It really just depends. I'm not sure what it depends on, but I've had them approved in 2 hours. If you duplicate an ad, it usually gets approved a little bit faster, is what I noticed. So then the third one is going to be the Facebook lead form. Now, this is the one I do the most, just because once they give you the number, they're getting called every day until they pick up the phone. No matter what, like, they're going to pick up the phone. They're either going to change their number or they're going to pick up the phone. Either way, works for me. So boom, for this one, we're going to go lead generation. And if you don't be careful, you're going to find out that Facebook automatically puts like $150 on the budget. So if you don't actually watch, you're going to spend $50 on the budget. That's happened to me one time. I woke up and I was like, what the hell? right? I think everyone has gone through that. So you guys can actually set up catalogs for your clients. Like literally, this is a catalog that I set up. I'm not even going to go through that because that's literally like something else. I'll link a video. I'm not an expert at catalogs, but I can link a video to you guys if you guys really want to know how to do catalog ads. I don't do too much of them. I'd rather just do inventory ads that I set up myself because I don't want to have all that information there. I'd rather have someone message me about it. So, again, we'll edit the placements. Instagram off. And you could do it your own way. You don't have to do it this way. Marketplace, stories, in-stream. This is just an example, guys. Like, you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way that I do it when I'm first starting off with my clients. So, yeah, boom. We set that ad up. This time we're going to do single image. In my opinion, inventory ads work the best. Like, you got to have, put some inventory on there of some really nice vehicles, and that's what usually does the best. Like, a lot of people will message you. They may not have the intent to buy, but they'll at least start up the conversation, which is a good thing. Then a third ad, we're going to open this one. So literally, guys, this is the meme ad. I like to do meme ads. I usually use them on lead forms because they're funny. And who doesn't like memes, right? So whenever I find a good meme that has, even if it's not for auto dealership, if I just find a good meme, I instantly think how I can convert it into an auto dealership ad. So I saw someone with it. I saw this meme before, and I just instantly thought, like, man, this would be funny if I, put it as a new car. So what am I doing? Edit this image, change image, upload. I'm literally walking you guys through the entire process. Again, I will do this in front of the client. I'll set up these 3 ads. And again, you guys can copy these exact same 3 ads if you want. You have my permission. I don't care. Okay, that didn't edit. Boom, just like that. And I'll do something simple for the lead ad. Usually I do like customer reviews. I do a lot of customer reviews, a lot of photos with customers that look happy. Just other customers respond to that very well. They see someone else doing it and they just want to get some of that joy as well. It's kind of how I chalk it up to. So, up to $1,000 towards your down payment. I don't really do a lot of descriptions unless I really have something to say. And again, you can experiment with this. I like to do sign up or learn more. I like to do sign up when it's a lead ad because I want them to know that they're signing up. I don't want them to sign up and they're just like, oh, what is this? So I'm going to create a new form. You can experiment with these ones. You can set the options to more volume or higher intent. I like to do more volume. But it really depends. If I get some shitty ass leads, then I'll go to higher intent. But I like to do higher volume. I like to get a ton of people to give me their phone number, basically, because I have a solid lead generation process. So you can just name this, lead form number 1. The content, I don't like to do an intro because the more options you select, the more words you're going to have to say. And if you don't have much to say, it's best to just keep it simple. And it will automatically show sign up by providing your information below. Because like literally you can add an intro, you can add another image or a background. Like it's just too many options for me. I like to keep it simple. And if I find that a bunch of people are clicking on this link, but they're not signing up, that's when I'll go in and start trying to add some things. Like if I notice I get 30 people who clicked on this link, but they never hit submit, that's when I'll go in, and that's when I know that, okay, something on this page isn't, compelling them enough to hit submit. So that's when I'll go in and I'll start trying to figure out what I can add. So I'll probably say something like, submit in the next 2 minutes and receive additional bonus. So if you ever find out that people, because you can check the link, you can check how many times people landed on this page but didn't hit submit. If you find out that you have a low conversion rate there, then that's when you need to start adding more things to it. So again, I don't do that unless I have an issue, right? So if it ain't broke, don't break it. So I always ask for full name, email, phone number, and then just so I don't get random ass people, I always do a question that they have to select. So it's like, where is it at? Short answer. So the question will be like, what I always do is, do you have a vehicle for sale? That's the question. Okay. Let's do that over again. Do you have a vehicle for sale? So yeah, pick multiple choice. I don't know why the hell is doing that. Okay, there it goes. And then ones will say yes. And then one will say no. One will say, yeah, just yes or no. That way that when they go to this page, sometimes this stuff auto-fills depending on what they entered on Facebook. And then they'll have to manually select this one. So it's not just going to autofill and they accidentally hit next. Like, they have to literally click this button. Sometimes I'll do 2 or 3. If I have a problem with people signing up and they're calling and they're saying, "Oh, I didn't know," or whatever reason, if the conversions aren't up, if we're not getting enough quality people through this lead form, then what we do is we just add more questions. We make that way the people who do sign up actually had an intent to sign up. Like, we'll add a question that says did you click this ad by accident? Like something like that. That'll get people to be like, no, I didn't. I clicked this ad with intent. Okay, so then you go to the next page. That's all I do there. The privacy policy, you literally have to add this stuff. So you just add the URL. So it'll be like clientswebsite.com/privacy. I've lied on here before. I've literally just put my client's website here because they didn't have a privacy website at the time. If they don't, just put the website. I'm not sure what that does, but it worked for me. But basically, you need to go to your client's website and figure out the URL to their privacy policy, and then you put that there. Oh, it's gonna make me do it. I'll just do mine. Boom. And then on the thank you screen, you can add a little note. I'll say browse our inventory. Actually, sometimes I do complete our credit app. And basically what that does is that'll get them to fill out the app, and then you literally go to view website, and you can change the button text to complete our app, or get pre-approved now. That sounds better. Get pre-approved approved now. Guys, there's really nothing to it. Literally, you can just copy, again, you can just copy everything, right? You can literally just copy everything that I'm doing. And then you do the website, and it'll be like clientswebsite.com/credit application. That's all there is to it. You just finish it. It'll create a lead form that you can use every single time. Depending on the offer, I'll change it depending on what it is. So this is what the ad looks like. I got the vehicle I wanted at an extremely generous price. I would highly recommend them to anyone. Apply online for your loan today. Now, I didn't just make this up. I got this from my client's Google review. So go find a real one. Don't just make it up. Boom. After that, that's it. That's all there is to it. So basically, someone's going to see this ad. They're going to laugh. They're going to click sign up. They're going to be sent to this page right here. Their name's going to auto-populate. Their email's going to auto-populate. Their phone number is going to auto-populate. And they're going to have to select this section. Did you click this ad by accident? They're going to say no. And then they're going to hit next. It's going to take them to this page, which is the privacy policy. They're going to hit submit. And basically what this privacy policy says is that we're going to call the fuck out of you. That's what it means for me. And then boom, thanks, you're all set. Your info has been sent. And then we hit review, and then we change it to what we want. So right here, I'll do ad name meme ad 1, because I do a lot of meme ads. So I'll name them, and I'll do confirm. Boom, done. Literally just like that. That's all there is to it. So yeah, if you guys want these ads, it'll be in the course. You can have them, copy them, use these 3 ads when you sign your client, and literally just sit down and just run these ads. And these ads will buy you time to create more ads, but it'll just get the ball rolling. So you'll be generating traffic. You'll be starting conversations, and you'll be generating leads, within 24 hours easily. And your clients are going to be impressed. It's going to set the tone. You're going to build that credibility. You're going to build that leverage, which is going to help you in the long run. So that is all I have for you guys. I will see you guys in the next lesson. I will show you guys how to deliver the leads to your clients.